Hi, it's really a challenge to find the best products that can be deserving of your hard-earned money. It may be easier when you have a reliable source like our channel. Actually, our team reviewed a lot of products, analyzed endless reviews from the actual users, and made our rankings based on many factors, such as price, quality, durability, performance, and the reputation of the manufacturer. If you choose from this list, you can be sure that you're buying one of the best products. You can see their latest prices and find out more information about these products by using the links below in the description. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, so let's get started with the video.
Are you looking for the best smokeless fire pit in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best smokeless fire pit that are available on the market. Starting at number 5, we have the Cuisinart Cleanburn Smokeless Fire Pit. Cuisinart's Cleanburn is unique in its bowl-shaped design. It comes in 3 pieces: the main body, a top ring that acts as a wind guard, and a base that doubles as an ashtray. We can't understate how much easier it is to clean out than our picks that don't have a detachable base. With a twist of the body, we were able to lift it off, set it aside, and then dump the ashes from the base. In testing, the body drew air in at the base to feed the fire both at the bottom and along the top lip, functioning as intended to reduce smoke. Aside from when we were initially lighting the fire, we noted nearly no smoke at all. It seemed to radiate a lot of heat out at an angle thanks to the bowl shape and created a warm zone in the shape of an inverted, squat cone, even when the flames weren't reaching out of the fire pit. When they were, we could feel even more heat radiating straight out from them. A slight disadvantage of the concave shape is that, although we fit 14-inch logs in it, they wouldn't drop to the bottom. This made it more difficult to fill the fire pit and keep a bigger fire going. We ended up selecting smaller chunks of wood to fit in the bottom, adding longer pieces as we stacked wood in. If you're getting firewood in uniform lengths, you might want to chop a few pieces to fit in the bottom of the pit. Moving on at number 4. We have the Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0 Smokeless Fire Pit. Solo Stove's Bonfire 2.0 is an update to the Bonfire we previously tested, now including a removable ash pan. While its smokeless performance remains unchanged, the ash pan does add about 5 pounds to the overall weight. It includes a carrying case with a drawstring closure at the top, which we love, and is essentially a big bag with handles, which makes it easier to transport. It also keeps ashes from falling out in the car, house, or anywhere we store it. We've come to appreciate Solo Stove's smokeless fire pit technology, which really does work. The fire pit is a double-walled, stainless steel cylinder with holes ringing the base on the outside and around the top on the inside. As heat from the fire rises, it pulls air through the inside holes, drawing in air from the bottom outside holes, which creates secondary combustion that cuts down on smoke and speeds up the burn. It's fair to note that we went through logs relatively quicker than we would with an open fire with the constant air supply flowing to the fire. It burned hot and fast, leaving very little ash to clean up afterward. To empty the ash pan, we had to reach in and remove the perforated bottom grate and tip it to dump any ash off and into the pan below. After removing the grate, we could remove and dump the pan, though the pan is smaller than the grate, so some ash is going to fall around the outside edge. The Bonfire projects heat, a lot of it, in an even circle, but mostly from the rim and up. If we had the fire roaring, the heat radiated more evenly but didn't really reach our feet on a cool day. Solo Stove has an optional heat deflector that helps distribute heat more evenly. The heat can be intense, so we used welding gloves while tending the fire and adding logs. If you want a smokeless fire pit that lives up to the hype, looks great, and fits in at home or on an occasional weekend of car camping, then the Bonfire 2.0 is a solid option. At number 3, we have the Tiki Patio Smokeless Fire Pit. Tiki's Patio Fire Pit features a slightly tapered, cylindrical design that sets it apart from others while still allowing it to blend in with almost any decor. One of the first things we noted when unpacking was the openings around the rim that act as handholds for lifting and moving the fire pit, something few models account for. The black powder coat finish might be subdued, but we like the fact that it doesn't discolor after use. Unlike many other smokeless fire pits that pull air in from the bottom edge of the body, the Patio fire pit pulls it in through the horizontal slats. Initially, we were concerned with how effective this would be in fostering a smokeless fire, but it was as smokeless as any we tested. To build the fire, we used logs 12 to 13 inches long. As with any round fire pit, filling it with wood requires logs of different lengths, longer in the center and shorter at the edges. We found the firebox to be a little shallow at 8 inches, but we were able to get 2 layers of logs loaded in. This meant reloading a little more frequently, but that had no bearing on its smoke-free performance. Cleanup was easy thanks to the removable ash pan. All we had to do was sweep the ash around in the bottom of the fire pit, allowing it to fall through holes into the pan. In addition to firewood, the Patio fire pit can use Tiki's wood pellets, pre-packaged and ready to burn. At number 2, we have the Brio X Series 24 Smokeless Fire Pit. The most striking detail of the X Series 24 is its corten finish. It's designed to oxidize, creating a natural finish that protects the steel rather than continuing to degrade it. It weighs more than twice as much as most of the other models we tested, which means it's not exactly portable, but it's built to last. As the largest model of the lot, the X Series was easy to load with wood and start the fire. We fit 18 to 20-inch logs into it, laying them across the raised X in the bottom of the pit. This patented design keeps the logs high, allowing air to flow in and feed the fire from the bottom. We found the interior to be relatively cavernous, which means more wood fit inside, and with that you get bigger fires and more heat. Other than the first couple of minutes when we lit the kindling, the X Series was virtually smokeless, as promised. We fed logs as needed to keep the wood loaded even with the rim, which had flames extending 12 to 24 inches out of the fire pit, creating a comfortable warm zone. The X Series is the shortest model we tested, which meant that we could feel more heat radiating lower on our knees as we sat 2 feet from the fire pit. Cleanup required scooping ash out, as the unit is too heavy to dump out easily. Breeo sells a shovel designed to ease this process. The brand also offers several accessories for cooking over the fire, which make the X Series as much a grill as it is a fire pit. And finally, at number 1, we have the InnoStage Smokeless Fire Pit. This well-built pit is easy to take on beach day trips, campouts, and park days. It has a dual-walled design and draws air from the bottom as you'd expect from the traditional fire pit, but it comes at a significantly lower price. Integrated handles at the sides make it easy for transport and emptying the ash pan. It's small, so it won't warm a big backyard hangout in the winter, but customers report it's great for spring and summer. The brand suggests using a piece of wood or a mat to stabilize this pit if kids or dogs are running around the yard, since the bottom bit is smaller than the top.
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make a sure like, comment, subscribe.